Alright, and we're back. We're drinking root beer, by the way. It's root beer.
Yes.
I promise, it's IBC root beer. And this game is called Wishi Washi. This is one of my favorites because of the song.
Yeah, the song is great.
The only reason to play this was because of the song. And you can see Spyk's in the background, and since he's not moving, he didn't actually, remove any bubbles.
Yeah, he's a slacker.
He is. But it's cool that you can be there. As long as you're not moving, you won't interrupt anything.
It's true.
Which I don't know if that's going to work for the Kinect. Who knows how sensitive it's going to be. And here I help with my stuffed dog, washing stuff. Proto's using a butterfly net, which who has a butterfly net, for fuck's sakes?
Apparently you do.
Apparently me! And Spyk's cleaning with his beer. Root beer. This is root beer. Here I decide I'm going to use this poster and get some work done.
I'm going to use my hand like you're actually supposed to. That was really lame.
Yeah, that was pretty lame. And then here you get...
Oh my god, what's that?
And here you get an amazing idea of using your red lightsaber.
And like that, you're done.
Just like that. You missed a little spot, but that's just awesome. You just windshield wiper the shit out of it.
Yeah. Imagine how well this... It would be like a cheat to do this in the dark. You'd just be like, whoa, you're done.
Yeah, no kidding. But, seriously, this is a game. Why would this be a game?
I don't know.
It just doesn't make any sense. And you got all these power-ups and shit. It's crazy. Spike's playing with the rubber ducky down there below.
I hit the fan.
Did you hit the fan there?
One of the points I hit the fan.
There I'm jumping around trying to clean some bubbles. This game was a lot of fun. It didn't last that long, though.
Life and done.
And then I stand in front of the remaining bubbles so he can clean it. And then we lose. We didn't even get a high score for that. We sucked.
Yeah, it's just timed. I was amazed we didn't get a high score.
You know, kidding. How are you supposed to, if you don't have a lightsaber, how are you supposed to perform any better than that?
You're supposed to do it really fast, apparently.
I think you're supposed to have, a sponge, too. It would make it a lot easier.
Maybe.
Big yellow sponge.
Yeah, it didn't come with the game.
Yeah, no kidding. Why? Yeah, this should have been sold with, tons of accessories and shit like that.
Like everything on the Wii.
Absolutely. Pretty much. We should have used Wii stuff.
Oh, which begs the question, where's the Wii camera?
No kidding. But here we're going into soccer craze, which I thought was going to be a soccer game, but instead it's keepy uppy. That's just what they call it on the internet. I don't know what they actually call it. And start off, and Potato's just bouncing this ball around. And you get points for every time you hit it, I guess. So
Yeah, it was fun.
It didn't make a lot. I mean, it gets a little spicier, but it didn't make a lot of sense. It's like, oh.
I'm like, oh crap, it went through my head.
Yeah. It's like, this is it. We're supposed to, and then it bounced off my head right there because I was walking. And I just, I grabbed this poster, which we took the poster down because the glare from the fan blades moving kept selecting help or something, so we had to move that poster down.
Yeah.
So, and then here Spyk comes in with the Sega Genesis to help.
And the fan blade itself was causing problems, so we had to move the camera.
Yeah, we had to move the camera around. So, I mean, it is really sensitive. But you can obviously have stuff in the background.
And that was on low sensitivity.
Yeah,
too.
low sensitivity. But you can have stuff in the background, it can't move. So,
And there can't be glare.
yeah, glare isn't good. Well, it was the glare, and because the fan blade was actually making the glare seem like it was moving.
Yeah.
Is what it was. Because there's still glare on the Harvey Birdman poster, but it did okay. And this is when I realized that I better get out of the way so Proto can get some points. And Spyk just stayed in and kept smacking things with the Sega Genesis. Bam! But you see, you can play PlayStation 2 games with a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
And you can play with a bunch of people.
Yeah, you
So
really can.
the iToy was already as good as the
Yeah. And we could have actually made it so each person was smaller, so then, you would have had more room for all the other people. But hitting those windows was way harder than you'd think. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know why you were struggling so bad. I mean, at first I thought that maybe you just sucked, but then I realized that it must have just been hard.
Yeah, it didn't always go the way you thought it was going to when you hit it.
Yeah, it arcs weird. Fucking monkeys. Yep. Yeah, only worth 100 points, way harder than fucking 100 points, but... And then that kid, I guess he's like a little safety barrier down there. I don't know how we unlocked him. That big bald guy flattened your ball. We never got an extra little ball. I don't know what that does.
Yeah, or the magic guy, or the king, or whatever that guy is.
Yeah, because it's really freaking hard to get them. Probably even harder when you have Spyk and a Sega Genesis in the background.
Yeah.
But, hey, we don't want to give everything away, do we? You know, go buy the game and you can tell us. Why not, right? Stupid monkeys. Alright, here, we're about to wrap it up. Missed the monkey again. And that's it. You don't actually win or lose. It's just kind of endurance.
Yeah.
Which,
You just try to get a score.
and then there's a score, and he seems fairly happy. You don't do well, they come in and yell at you. But, no high score. No high score on that. I thought we did pretty good. Alright, what's the next one we're doing here? Oh, the next one is me. I'm doing boxing champ. And magically, I have a helmet that is an official boxing helmet. Sold by Sony.
Ready for the main
Europe.
event?
Sony Europe. Because then they'd be less likely to prove that I was lying, right? So, in this one, you basically just hit this robotic monkey.
Yeah, and in the instruction booklet, they actually show an old lady playing this, so if you can't play this, you're inferior to an old lady.
Yeah. This is what the elderly like to fucking play right here. They like to play with the Sony eye tool. So if any of you out there over the age of 60 and you're watching this, apparently this was made for you. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch your robot crotch!
yeah, eventually, like, so he comes in and says, work the body. So he basically wants me to punch some robotic monkey dong.
Yeah.
So I start actually, like, punching him in the dong a little bit, and he gets all mad at me. But, like, I don't know, this was a lot of fun. I think I would play this one again, definitely.
You're like cheering and you're still punching.
Yeah, I'm cheering and I'm punching, and there's my coach, he comes in. He's happy I won. It was all good. And then, like, in the final score, it says I threw, like, 50 punches. I'm sure I threw more than that, but I think that's the cap.
Yeah.
And then the guy who popped our ball comes in, he's like, you did a good job, I'm happy with you, yay! And then I'm waving everybody in because I now understand that it takes a photo. So, this is your high score photo, which actually shows up on the high scoreboard, which is awesome. So, yeah, enjoy that. I really love those photos. See, look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah, this is definitely more fun to play with multiple people.
Yeah. Alright, and here Spyk Saturn is doing UFO Juggler. And this is essentially you spin the UFOs fast enough to like move upwards, but not fast enough to blow them in pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know how fun this one was. It doesn't look that fun, but Spyk just likes being involved.
Spyk likes playing some crappy game.
Spyk does like playing crappy games. But that's why he's here. So he's here to play crappy games. But this wasn't too bad. I mean, it's a fairly interesting game. It works well. Here he's moving up a big UFO with his head, and then he blew that one up because he started moving it too fast. And here comes this enemy, and we punched at a couple of enemies before this, and we didn't realize that the only indication that's getting hurt is when it sparkles like those fags from Twilight. Apparently that's your only indicator that you're doing damage to that large aircraft. And I was like, apparently you can't kill that.
You have to
gotta
scrub
deal
the
with
twilight out of it.
it. I gotta scrub the twilight out of that fucking aircraft, or else it ain't gonna go away. But you can see the lights on it go red when it's about to explode. Apparently Spyk finally learned that lesson. And then it says game over. But then you get this weird warning. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Spyk starts flipping his lid. He's like, no! And you basically just land it. And it took him a long time. If you're paying attention to the timer, you realize how long this took him. And you only got like 217 points. Like, what a fucking waste of time.
I do hate the fact that it says game over, like this is some sort of arcade game or
Yeah.
something. It feels
and
like you failed.
And you lost. Like, why doesn't it say success? And here Spyk is angry with the little man.
Well, it could have just been like, that's all.
That's all. Good job.
No, it's like, game over, you failed, go away.
Thanks for playing. Well, you never really win, apparently, in this game. You never win. And Spike's giving him a wet willy. And I walk in because I know it's picture time. And me and Proto helped so much with Spike's career. We decided that we deserved to be vain and be in the picture. That was not too bad. Well, but that was it for part 2. We're on part 2, right? So yeah, go to part 3. 3.